5 health concerns your poop is trying to warn you about. Alright, brace yourselves. We're about to do a little talking. Plus, why is it important to poop? And what happens to your body when you have a bowel movement? And why should you be going to the bathroom every day? Yes, every day. Plus, today we'll be discussing 5 things your poop can tell you about your health. You definitely will be shocked when you hear about some of these crappy details. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Jordan Wagner. I'm an emergency room doctor who treats everything from COVID to gunshot wounds, burns, you name it. I've created this video series to help answer some of your medical questions and the questions I get from patients each and every day. If you find this video helpful, please do me a favor and subscribe. Alright, what you may or may not realize is that having a healthy colon and gut is a part of being a healthy human, or any species for that matter. So you, my friends, shouldn't have any problem discussing your bowel habits with your local neighborhood YouTube doctor. And yes, I'm a real doctor. In other words, pooping, although maybe not a topic you want to discuss at the dinner table per se, it is important to understand why we poop and why it's so important for your body's natural processes and for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Plus, you would not believe the amount of cases I've seen in my career and even just my friends reaching out to me saying they have terrible pains in their stomach and what should they do? Are they dying? Should they go to the ER? My first reaction always is, when's the last time you went to the bathroom? I'm serious. The amount of times people in my life and the people that I treat who end up just being constipated or having some sort of complication of poop is astronomical. And believe me, if you're coming to see me or being admitted to the hospital over an impacted bowel, you do not want that. That's why today, we are going over the 5 things your poop can tell you about your health. But before we get into our list, it's important to know why in the world we poop in the first place. And believe me, we all do. Even if your girlfriend or, I don't know, your shy cousin or husband, whoever tells you they don't, they do. Or at least they should be doing it. I digress. First things first, what exactly is a bowel movement? Or put it simply, why do we poop? Your stool passes out of your body through the rectum and anus. Another name for poop or stool is feces. Feces is made up of what is left over after your digestive system, which includes your stomach, small intestine, and colon, removes the nutrients that it needs, as well as like cellular debris waste. So in other words, whatever your body doesn't need is essential to get rid of it. Think of it like your body's like garbage disposal unit, effectively ridding your body of what it doesn't require. Pooping is the way that we do this. But here's the kicker. Sometimes bowel movements aren't normal. That's when people usually come and see me in the emergency room. And believe me, you do not want a huge hospital bill all because you didn't go to the bathroom. So what can your poop tell you about your health? Here are 5 things you need to know. Number 1, the pencil thin poop. Don't tell me you've never looked at it. You probably already know. Normal poop tends to be brown, soft to firm in texture, and most importantly, passes fairly easy. If you or somebody you know experiences changes in the poop, you should definitely watch what's happening and consult a doctor if it hasn't gotten back to normal in a period of, say, 2 weeks or so. But all that being said, if you find yourself going from a normal bowel movement to your poop looking pencil thin, Houston, we have a problem. Let me back up for a second. Stool that is occasionally very thin is not a cause for crazy amount of concern. It's likely due to muscle contractions in the large intestine as it helps to concentrate the waste. But if there's a sudden and consistent change in your stool that's always being thin, it could mean that there is a blockage in your colon and you should see your doctor. Number 2, oily or greasy stool. And maybe it's difficult to flush it down where you have to weigh it down with a bunch of toilet paper. It could be a signal that your body is not able to properly digest fat. The consistency changes could be caused by an infection or something like celiac disease or a problem with your pancreas such as pancreatitis or even some form of cancer. Definitely check with your doctor if your stool continues to look oily or greasy over a period of time. Number 3, black and tarry stool. What does that say about your health? Well, if you find yourself with black and tarry toilet matter after you go to the bathroom, the most common cause is taking iron supplements or even medications that contain bismuth. Think Pepto-Bismol, for example. However, it could also mean that you are losing blood somewhere in your your gastrointestinal tract, say in your stomach or high up in your small intestine. If this black and tarry look to your stool occurs somewhat frequently and you aren't taking iron supplements or occasionally a swig of the pink stuff, definitely reach out to your doctor. Number 4, color changes in your poop. No doubt, one of the most common concerns I hear from people is their poop changed color. So if your stool went from brown to, say, another random color of the rainbow, you should hear me when I say that the color of your stool is greatly impacted by not only the foods that you eat, but also the kinds of bacteria living in your colon. For instance, did you know that if you eat beets, the next day your poop will turn reddish in color? There are a lot of food colors added to what we eat and drink. You know, if you eat blue frosting for your birthday cake and your tongue turns blue. Think of your stool as the same type of thing. It is reflective of what you eat and, of course, is also going to change. In general, the change of the color of your stool is not typically the most major cause of concern. But if it starts to appear black or bloody, this could definitely mean a problem with the digestive system. That's when there should be a cause for concern and you should consult a doctor. Okay, lastly, number 5, pebble poop. Yep. If you find your toilet filled with tiny rocks or pebble-like poop after you visit the bathroom, this is a sign of constipation. Constipation is a condition in which a person has uncomfortable or infrequent bowel movements or when the stool passes through the large intestine too slowly. Did you know that about 4 million people in the United States have frequent constipation or they are regularly backed up? And this results typically in about 2.5 million doctor visits annually. And just because you kinda sorta went to the bathroom doesn't mean you are still not constipated. And if you're going less than 3 times a week to the bathroom, that equals being constipated. If you are not getting enough water, which helps you go to the bathroom regularly, waste in the large intestine can become even more concentrated as the body absorbs water in the large intestine, over time making the situation even that much worse. And will make you even more constipated and even cause a blockage. Which leads me to an even more important question. How often should you be going? Everyone's bathroom schedule is different and can also be greatly affected by things like stress, work schedule, travel, and so on. So if you're someone who regularly goes 3 to 4 times a day, that could be normal, whereas someone else may only be going 3 times a week. The reality is everyone is different, but to really maintain a healthy balance, you should be going about once a day. Or you should be able to see what you ate yesterday in your fecal matter today, meaning like a piece of corn, not just undigested food. If you miss your poop signal, not like your bat signal, but if you miss your window of opportunity when your body is kind of telling you or urging you to go, it gets your system behind and out of rhythm and can lead to things like feeling bloated or gassy. And then the more you get backed up, the more your body becomes constipated or even having a blockage of some sort. So it's super important to always listen to your poop signal and make time to go. If you find yourself a little irregular, give yourself time when you wake up in the morning to just sit and have time for this process. Now, what if you still can't go? If you still find yourself with trouble going to the bathroom, I recommend a few things. The first being changing up your diet and exercise routine. The more fiber and leafy greens that you add to your diet, chances are likely higher for you to maintain a healthy bathroom routine. If that doesn't fully work for you, try getting up and moving. Do things like going for a walk or trying out other forms of cardio like bike riding. This should shake things up or loosen things up inside, so to speak. If you still can't go and you need a quick go-to relief mechanism, I always recommend using Miralax. No, they are not endorsing this video, but I do know that it works. And it doesn't have a lot of the gassy and crampy type side effects that come with a lot of laxatives. You could really take it pretty frequently and not have a problem. We even give it to patients before they have to go in for colonoscopies at the hospital to clear things out. Try to add it to your daily routine and see if it doesn't clear you out and help you with your bathroom situation. But remember to discuss this with your doctor since it's a medication added to your regimen. That's been a quick bowel movement breakdown with me, Dr. Wagner. How often do you go to the bathroom? Let's see if we can come up with a consensus for how often people are going. Also, do you have another medical topic like this that can be a little embarrassing that you want me to break down? Let me know about that too in the comments. Please make sure you subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. When you do that and you hit that like button, you let YouTube know that you'd like to see more fun videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching and stay healthy, my friends.